Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Easy. You got a mini base. Here we go, son. Alpha. Right.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Hall want to give up the middle. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now it's Fields. Well, that'll be incomplete. And it took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. You look at this Buffalo defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Back to throw, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, son. Green 19, get it. Hey, Ken. Matter. Go.
Here's Fields. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Jets at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, this defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. So on 4th down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. In his own end zone, it's Allen. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice. or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
2nd and 10. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Now Allen to throw from his end zone. Coleman has it here right side. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Allen going to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. The Bills send the punter out, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And 10 at the Bills' 20-yard line.
They'll go again with Hall. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run with Hall. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Here we go. 222, 222. Go.
They snap it to Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Marion Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? Now the game's being played. Figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Coleman. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And look at this. He's going to keep it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. To throw is Fields. Smith catches left side. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7.
Angel. Oh, let's go.
Here's Fields. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd win here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Here's Austin McNamara now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he couldn't get it to check off. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing now is Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
A toss to Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Sit high.
Straight ahead is Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
Here we go. Go.
Fields now to throw. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here we go. Right.
Now Fields. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Arian Smith. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
On play action, Allen. And this one is incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air, Allen. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. He's going to find Taylor downfield. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A two-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as they'll be backed up to start this drive.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They'll try the middle with Cook. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Here's Cook again. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now Allen. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Allen maybe with a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Cook following the penalty. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Bills. First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
319.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Now inside the 25. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Here we go. 331, 331. Sit high.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here we go. Go.
Hall again on second down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running
Here we
play.
go. Green 19, good. Right.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
And the Jets.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Right.
Fields. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Taylor. Now he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Mason Taylor with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First and 10 at the 42-yard
So
line.
in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. That's again complete to Palmer. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row. First down.
First down. A gain of 13 yards.
Now Allen.
First down.
Open man is Samuel. Complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Well, look what we have here. A sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Option play. Here's Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come out in the pistol. Cook is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now Allen, got to have this one. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Keon Coleman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Prater for the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Bills 7. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A 6-yard pickup.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out, and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Fields. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here we go.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Well, that's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a first down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Over the middle, complete. It's Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is first and 10 right now. To throw, it's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
A gain of 9 yards.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. And again, it's Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Third down, here's a run by Cook. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup at 4.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. One final try here for Allen. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's another Bills. First down.
Allen going to throw. They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And the Bills are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills.
Touchdown, Bills.
So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here we go. Turbo, son.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Jets, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.